as we're just beginning to climb up. And this will also be a whispered voiceover, by the way. So I hope you enjoy. As I already maybe said, it's fairly easy at the bottom, and then it gets just a little bit more challenging towards the very, very end. When you're almost on the top, it gets pretty challenging, and that's where I just pointed. That's where we're gonna go up. So it's not a crazy hike, nothing really crazy. It is quite manageable. So there's still a little bit to the top, as you just saw, and we're just walking up. It's still fairly easy, and here you can see that there's some building on the side. There's a couple of buildings. Those are mainly hotels, as this is a mountain in Gran Canaria. And we are just outside the city of Arginikin. So Gran Canaria is basically just an island consisted of a lot of mountains in the middle, as far as I know. And then there's a lot of hotels and towns kind of at the edge, close to the water line. So right now we are pretty close to the water line, but still we can climb some of the easier mountains. As you can see, there's even a nice little pathway just for us, or well, for everybody, but to feel a little special, we're gonna say it's just for us. The landscape is also quite dry. There's a lot of stones, and there you can see the hotels again and the buildings. Okay, I don't know why that was so aggressive. The camera scratching, I mean. Apologies. Enjoy these relaxing hand movements. And here is there like a little sign. And I think we're like 2/3 up at this point. The top is right there. I am focusing on it, or just was. And there's like a trail, but we're gonna go not to the trail, we're gonna go like straight up here where I'm pointing the camera was. And yes, that's me pointing to the top again. And this is where things get a little bit more challenging. Here we're at the base of it, still like not of the mountain, but of where the challenging part begins. So here it becomes a little challenging, a little bit more upwards, as you can tell. And yes, I think I already mentioned, but the landscape is so dry. There is no greenery whatsoever, almost, which is a little bit surprising because I have been doing these hikes several times before. Like year after year after year, I've been doing this hike, and usually there's been just a little bit greenery, maybe nothing crazy, but there's been a little more greenery than there is right now. So I was a little bit surprised. And this hike took place in the morning, by the way, so the sun hasn't really risen to its full power yet, which is nice because this would be too hot to do in the middle of the day, I think. But now, let's see, I think we're getting closer and closer to the top. Yes, that's the top again. And here, yeah, the bushes are really interesting because they're see when I get to the top, there are so many other mountains, and it's quite stunning. It's almost like a valley. I think between the mountains. So yeah, I think you could do like a trail between the different mountains. But we didn't do that. This was a really short hike. I think it took us, or me at least, I believe it took me under an hour this entire hike. So I felt really like, it felt like a speed run, even though I did not even try to speed run it. It was just like, And here's the view once again on the side. I think we took a little break here because it was hot and kind of steepy. It was beginning to get a little more steepy. And I forgot to take my asthma medication this morning because I have asthma. And oh, we're at the top. We're at the very top. Look at the view. Isn't it stunning? Super, super stunning. And yeah, dry bushes there again. So down there you can see more hotels. This is a really touristy side. It's between Arkinekin and Mokan. For those of you who are interested in maybe doing this hike and look at all the gorgeous mountains, you can definitely do like a trail between them. And there's the cross. So yeah, again, a beautiful shot of the cross. But as I was saying, before I reached the top, I forgot to take my asthma medicine, which kind of
Yep.